here are the solutions to exercise 2.2. Before we jump in and convert these, we need to just refresh ourselves that there are 2 pi radians in 360 degrees. So if I wanted 1 radian, I'd have to divide the left-hand side by 2 pi. But what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So therefore 1 radian is equal to 360 over 2 pi. That is the first conversion that we can use, which means basically to convert from radians to degrees, we multiply by 360 over 2 pi. If we went the other way, we take our identity again of 2 pi is equal to 360, and now if I want 1 degree, I'd have to divide the right-hand side by 360. But what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So 2 pi over 360 radians is equal to 1 degree. And there is our second conversion, which basically means that if you want to turn degrees into radians, you multiply by 2 pi over 360. Okay, so let me just clear this off then, and I'll rewrite my main identity at the top, and then that should be all that we need in order to do our conversions. Okay, so let's go here then with question 1. So convert 45 degrees to radians. To convert 45 degrees, we'll do 45 multiplied by 2 pi over 360. So on our calculator, 2 times pi equals, divide by 360 equals, times 45 equals. And I get 0.785 radians. So there is my answer to question 1. Question 2 is the same idea, 25.368 degrees, and we want to convert that one. So that will be 25.368 multiplied by 2 pi over 360. On the calculator again, 2 times pi equals, divide by 360 equals, times 25.368 equals. So this one gives me 0.443 radians. So there is my answer to number 2. And that's just doing conversions from degrees to radians, where we multiply by 2 pi over 360. Okay, let's check out the next couple. So for question 3 then, we've got 0.96 radians, and we want to convert that into degrees. So this one will be 0.96 times 360 over 2 pi, which you'll notice is just the upside down of what we did last time. So 360 divided by, open bracket, 2 times pi, close bracket, equals, and now times by 0.96 equals. And I get 55.004 degrees. So there's my conversion for number 3. Same idea for question 4. We've got 15 radians. So converting this one is going to be 15 multiplied by 360 over 2 pi. So 360 divided by, open bracket, 2 times pi, close bracket, equals. And now times that by 15 equals. And I get 859.437, and this is going to be degrees. So there is my conversion for number 4, using the 360 over 2 pi to go from radians to degrees. Okay, let's check out the next 2, which are slightly different. Same idea, but just a twist on a theme. And this question 5 here says, if an electric motor turned through 12.48 rotations, how many radians is that? Well, we simply need to know that one rotation, which is 360 degrees, that's 2 pi radians. So therefore our total rotations, I might as well just call n, that's going to be 12.48 multiplied by 2 pi. That's all there is to it. So 12 times sorry, 12.48, sorry. 12.48 times 2 times pi equals, and this gives me 78.414, and that's in radians. So it looks a little tricky question for number 5, but it's actually very simple. There's just 2 pi radians in a revolution. The last one then, a couple of ways you can attack number 6. First of all, pi over 6 radians into degrees. The classic way that we've sort of done before is that pi over 6 radians converted would be pi over 6, and now we've got to multiply this by our conversion to go from radians to degrees, which was 360 over 2 pi. So on the calculator, 360 divided by, open bracket, 2 times pi, close bracket, equals, and now times, open bracket, pi divided by 6, close bracket, equals. And we get 30 degrees. Now that's a little bit of a messy way of doing it, even though it gets us to the right answer. An easier way of doing that, if I just sort of scroll down a little bit here, is to say, well, okay, 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. So therefore, pi radians would be half of that. That'd be 180 degrees. And pi over 6 radians would be 180 over 6, which you can do in your head, which is just 30 degrees. So this second way would be the way I would convert that, because it's much quicker and much faster than doing it sort of with that big conversion factor and having to mess around with opening and closing brackets and whatnot. You could also get other ideas as well, like another one that regularly pops up on the exam is to convert pi over 2 radians. So if we did pi over 2, for example, well, what's that one going to be equal to? Well, same deal. You can start with 2 pi equals 360, so therefore pi is 180, so therefore pi over 2 would be equal to 180 over 2, which would be equal to 90 degrees. So you sort of can see how this works. They often like to ask about these ratios of pi questions because they often throw people off and they get all mixed up with it, that it's not just a normal number. But actually, they generally give you one that will convert down or reduce down into a nice easy answer like the 30 or the 90, and you can do these in your head. So do watch out for those, because the exam does like to ask them and they can be a little bit tricky. Well, there we go. There are the solutions to exercise 2.3. Hopefully you're okay with those and you had sort of no real issues. Practice them. Just get used to the idea that 2 pi radians is 360 degrees, and then going from that for your conversion from degrees to radians or radians to degrees, multiplying by 2 pi over 360 or 360 over 2 pi respectively. So there you go. There's the answers for exercise 2.2. Jump back into the video and let's keep going.